Alrighty, guys, you saw the title of the video. We have to break down 3 oversold stocks that I'm looking at right now, as the entire market, as many of you guys, all of you guys should know, is oversold. You can see here the S&P 500 has gone down from 431 to now 392 in just 2 weeks. We're talking a drop of about 9%, as Triple Q has gone down. Let's pull this up. You guys are going to get your socks blown off. This has gone down from 295, to 295. Well, actually, no, 292 was the low, and it was at 334 just a couple of weeks ago. That's a drop of over 12%. So Triple Q, with I guess last week's price action, is officially in correction territory in just the past 2 weeks. So we have to break down 3 stocks in this video, guys. My thoughts on these stocks. We're going to go over some charts, and maybe we'll talk about some bonus ones as well at the end of the video. So sit back, relax, get your 13 stocks from Moo with a $100 deposit each, up to $2,000. Link down below, and let's dive into the video. So again, overall, the markets are oversold. You should know that unless you've been living under a rock, which if you watch my channel, you know the markets have been oversold. So as the markets have gotten oversold, Adobe has gotten destroyed, guys. Adobe, remember how I said Triple Q went down about 12%? It's in correction territory. Well, Adobe is down. Get ready for this. Adobe is down 20%, almost 20%, roughly 19 over the past 2.5 weeks. So in that same time period, Triple Q's down 12%, Adobe's down almost 20%. That goes to show a lot of individual stocks are more volatile than the overall markets, right? So this is almost in a bear market, guys. And if I pull up the 4-hour time frame, which for me, I like looking at a lot of different time frames. My favorite time frames for sure are the 4-hour. I like looking at this, and I like looking at the 20-day along with the 5-day, 5-minute. If you guys were curious about that, which I doubt anybody out there was, but maybe if you were, I like looking at the 4-hour, 20-day, 5-day, 5-minute, and of course, if I want to do some long-term analysis, from years and years ago, the 3-year chart is my go-to. And actually, the 3-year chart on Adobe right now does not look good. Now that I'm looking at this, holy crap, wait a second. This might be a problem, but in the short term, we could still get a bounce. We'll take a look at that in a second. But overall, we have an overarching here double top, kind of. You guys see that? Maybe that's a double top. Let me see if we took that high out on the 4-hour. If I zoom in a little bit, actually, it looks like we did barely take the high out, and by the high out, I mean the high from the beginning of June. Adobe was right around 440, 445, and then just in the middle of August, we hit about 450. All right, so we did take that high out, barely, but I guess looking at the longer-term chart, it does kind of look like a double top, but as of now, Adobe is very oversold, and I'm actually seeing, call me crazy, but look at the RSI here. Are we not seeing a bullish divergence? I mean, are we not seeing that? Right as Adobe is at the bottom of this channel here on the 4-hour chart, right around 360, 370. Now it could be going over 370. I mean, this looks pretty good in my opinion. We're not getting the full-on huge buy wave yet because the markets on Friday got destroyed. I mean, what do you expect? We're going to just rip out of nowhere. But as the dust settles here in the next couple of days, maybe at some point next week, the week following, maybe we get some sort of relief rally on Adobe. And I'm not saying it's going to go straight back to the mid-400s like that. I mean, it could, but I'm not banking on that. But I would say what I am banking on is maybe some sort of relief rally towards $400, right by the moving averages here on the 4-hour chart. That is where I think we could catch a move potentially on Adobe. Then from there, we're going to be like, all right, is this rally legit? We're going to be watching to see if the rally's legit. And by that, I mean if it starts breaking out of the 400 level, these moving averages, we get buying pressure above that point, which has been resistance for about 2-3 weeks now. That would be very good for the bulls. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, guys. We're not there yet. We got to be patient. So the second stock, let me pull up my notes here. I forget. Make sure you guys smash that like button if you haven't done so already. And check out my second channel, Stas Talks Money. I started that channel yesterday. I think we're almost at 30 subscribers. go down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, first link in the description box. We're going to be doing more general finance, personal finance videos on that channel. So if you're interested, you want to see more content from this guy right here, Stas Talks Money, link down below. Let's talk about stock 2. Stock 2 is SoFi. I actually haven't talked about SoFi in a very long time, it feels like, here on the channel. Probably months. I mean, has it been months? Probably. And at this point in time, I'm seeing kind of a bullish divergence on SoFi as well, a little bit. You guys see it here, RSI stock. You see that? We're under the moving averages like Adobe. We have a death cross, kind of like Adobe as well. Adobe's death cross was just starting. So that is something to watch out for. But another thing to watch out for is the fact that, again, we have that bullish divergence here over the past couple of days, and we're oversold at the bottom of this channel, which, historically speaking, looking back throughout the entire, really the entire past couple of months, 4 or 5 months, SoFi has held this uptrend. We've held higher lows time and time again, despite the markets being very volatile. We're in a bear market and so forth. And SoFi actually bottomed before. If you guys remember, the stock market started to reverse in the middle of June. SoFi started to bottom out in the beginning of May, so a month and a half before we started to see the overall reversal to the upside in the markets. So SoFi, it's held a bunch of these lows, higher low, higher low. Could this be another one? It's too early to tell. We're not getting the huge buy wave yet, buying pressure, the breakout to the upside, but that's what I'm watching for as SoFi has come down. You want to hear something crazy? You thought 12% for the NASDAQ, 18% for Adobe is bad? Well, SoFi is down in the same time period pretty much. In the past, a little bit longer. In the past month, SoFi is down 30%. 30%, guys, from $8.50 to now almost $5.50. So, yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? It's very being down, oversold. It's a volatile stock. You got to realize it's risky, but on a rebound, it could go up. Forget 5-10%. I mean, on a rebound, SoFi could easily rip 30-40%. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I'm not saying it's going to happen for sure. I don't know when it's going to happen. Nobody does, but I'm just going to put it on your radar. It's on my radar. I'm going to set my alert at $6 for now. Mark is at or above, and we'll see what it ends up doing from that point. So SoFi is stock number 2. Stock number 3 is a big tech stock, Microsoft, guys. MSFT, let's pull it up. Microsoft is pretty oversold here, and I'm also noticing a bullish divergence. I mean, do you guys see this? Am I freaking losing my mind, or do you not see this? I mean, since when was that? About 10 days ago, middle of to the end of August, we've started to see a bit of a bullish divergence here. So I think Microsoft is pretty oversold, and obviously out of these 3 stocks, Microsoft is by far, well, maybe Adobe's in the conversation, but out of Microsoft and SoFi, oh my God, SoFi, maybe they should change their name to Sophie. What do you guys think about that? Out of Microsoft and SoFi, obviously Microsoft is the safer one of the two, right? Obviously. And that doesn't mean necessarily it has to bounce for sure, but, in any sign of a little market rebound, relief rally, you dang better believe, you better freaking believe that Microsoft is going to go from the mid-200s where it is now, or even if it comes down a little bit, from 255, it comes down to 245, whatever, 248. I think it's going to bounce back up towards 270, 75, no doubt about it. Those are the moving averages here on the 4-hour chart. Big resistance, and if we do end up cracking above that point on Microsoft from 275 towards 300, I mean, there's going to be a wide open move there, potentially. So those are 3 stocks. If you guys stuck till the end, drop me a comment, say stuck till the end, because we're going to go over some bonus ones that I'm going to handpick here out of my watch list. Since we talked about Microsoft, let's take a look at Amazon. You guys remember that massive Amazon run that we saw a couple of, weeks ago, where I was telling you guys it was approaching, I think, the mid-hundreds? Yeah, I was like, guys, be freaking careful on Amazon, and lo and behold, it's down a lot. I think Amazon's down from 146 to now 127. It's down 13%, so a little bit worse than what the NASDAQ 100 has come down. And believe it or not, guess what? Bullish divergence on on Amazon, clear as day here since pretty much the end of August. And we can see here we're holding a higher low as well at about, where is it now? 125 roughly. You guys can see some buying pressure is coming in here. So it's too early to tell. Again, we have to wait for direction, but by the looks of it, Amazon's holding an uptrend. And, we just have to wait and see if buyers come in and really respect the dip and buy up the dip. We shall see, guys. And to be honest, if you pull up any stock chart out there these days, all these stock charts are pretty much oversold for the most part. But you got to weed out the ones that look like crap. Like, for example, Nvidia right now looks like crap. It's getting oversold. It might be in need of a relief rally, but it's kind of a falling knife. There's really no signs of a bottom. It's not holding any moving averages. So this is one that I'd like to see go down even more so I can initiate a long-term position. It's almost there, guys. That's Nvidia. We have, what else? The Chinese stocks. I mean, what else is new? Chinese stocks, these are pretty oversold, and the charts look like dog water. I mean, they look like crap. Look at this. This is not something that I'd want to mess with as a trade, but as a long-term investment, if it starts coming down, this is Alibaba, by the way. If it starts coming down under 90 again into the 80s, I'm going to be like, all right, I might have to nibble a little bit more Alibaba. So just realize, guys, in these markets, everything is oversold. But you got to look at the charts and find which charts that are oversold look decent. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap the video up. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to the other channel as well, Stocks Talks Money. First link down below in the description box, or just go, or actually if you go on the search bar and type it in, it might not pop up yet because I literally made the channel yesterday. So go down below, subscribe, and don't forget to get your 13 stocks from Moomoo. Free money, guys, with a $100 deposit. And if you don't like Moomoo, take out the 100. You keep all the free stocks. You get up to 13 each, up to $2,000. And you could also get, excuse me, y'all, 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All that good stuff. Free money is linked down below, and it also helps out the channel, guys. I appreciate you all as always. And with that being said, thanks for watching. Peace out. I'll catch you in the next video. Oh, again, it's going to be down below. Stocks Talks Money.